Every day, millions of people do all sorts of ridiculous things on social media platforms, hoping to become famous. This phenomenon has become so widespread that it even has a medical term now: Herostratus syndrome. In short, it's the mindset of, do whatever it takes to get your name known. But where does this name come from? And what is its origin? The person this syndrome is named after might be the most foolish figure in history: Herostratus. What Herostratus did to become famous was beyond comprehension. In pursuit of fame, he went down in history by burning down the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the world. The Temple of Artemis began construction during the reign of King Croesus of Lydia and took a full 120 years to complete. During this time, countless artists and architects worked on the temple, and sculptors displayed their finest creations. The resulting structure became one of ancient Greece's greatest sources of pride. Composed of 127 marble columns, each 18 meters tall, spanning 115 meters in length and 55 meters in width, the temple was met with awe by merchants and visitors arriving in Ephesus. The grandeur of the temple was immortalized by Antipater of Sidon in his words: "I have seen the walls of proud Babylon, the statue of Zeus on the Alpheus, the hanging gardens, and the great pyramid's craftsmanship. But when I saw the house of Artemis that towers into the clouds, the other wonders lost their luster. I said, apart from Olympus, the sun has never shone on anything so immense." The Temple of Artemis was the heart of the ancient Greek world. Yet one man would cast a shadow over this magnificence: Herostratus. A common man from Ephesus, Herostratus was neither rich nor noble. He was from the lower classes, destined to be forgotten. But he became obsessed with inscribing his name in history. He was ready to do whatever it took for this pursuit. Lacking wealth, status, or talent, he believed he needed to perform an act that would immortalize him. Finally, to etch his name into history, he decided to burn down the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the world. On the night of July 21st, 356 BCE, Herostratus secretly entered the temple. Although the temple was largely made of marble, its roof and some decorations were wooden. Herostratus set fire to these wooden sections, and in a short time, the Temple of Artemis turned into a massive ball of fire. The flames from the temple were visible from all directions. The fire that illuminated the night caused the massive columns supporting the temple to collapse one by one. The temple, built through years of effort, turned to ash in an hour. Herostratus was quickly apprehended and brought before the people to explain himself. Although the enraged citizens of Ephesus wanted to lynch him, a public trial was held. During the trial, when the chief judge, Cleon, asked him why he committed this act, Herostratus replied with words that defied history: "I set fire to the Temple of Artemis, and I cannot share this victory with others. I climbed every step of fear to gain fame. At first I was afraid, but knowing I would gain fame, that fear disappeared. When I set fire to the temple, I called out to everyone, 'I, Herostratus, set fire to this temple. Now my name will never be forgotten.'" Herostratus's only goal was to immortalize his name. However, the court sentenced him not only to death, but also to a punishment known as damnatio memoriae. This punishment decreed that Herostratus's name be entirely forgotten, with any mention of it strictly forbidden. Anyone who spoke his name would be punished by death. But things didn't go as planned. Historians like Strabo and Theopompus recorded this event, and Herostratus's name has reached us to this day. The burning of the temple was a tremendous trauma for the people of Ephesus. They questioned why the goddess Artemis hadn't protected her sacred sanctuary. Eventually, they found an answer. On the night of the fire in 356 BCE, Alexander the Great was born. Artemis was helping with Alexander's birth and, therefore, could not protect the temple. Years later, when Alexander visited Ephesus, he offered to assist in the temple's reconstruction, but the Ephesians declined his offer. The Temple of Artemis was rebuilt several times afterward, but only a few columns remain today.